It's a Wonderful Life is one of those movies that I should have had in that same category, like with The Godfather and Citizen Kane, and this is one of those movies I should have seen by now, and just it escaped me. But it didn't come to mind when I first started doing this, which is strange because it was right after Christmas, and Christmas is when everyone and their mom sits down and watches It's a Wonderful Life on TV. But that was not a tradition in my house. We would watch, I don't even know what we would watch. Jingle All the Way was a big one in our house. Like whatever they would show on ABC Family, like the 25 Days of Christmas, we would watch that. But we never really sat down as a family and watched It's a Wonderful Life. So I finally saw it for the first time today. And I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting to like it. It has all this hype as this great Christmas movie, and everyone sees it every year, and it's a tradition, but like, a lot of times movies don't live up to the hype for me, so I kind of wrote it off as like 40s cheese, like just cheesy, sappy, like old style like jokes that are lame and all that stuff, and I never gave it a shot. It's not saying that I didn't know what it was. I mean, everyone knows the story of It's a Wonderful Life, right? A man's about to commit suicide, and an angel comes down and tells him, like, hey, you wish you'd never been born? Well, this is what the world will look like when you've never been born, and then he changes his ways and all that. At least that's how I thought it was. I never knew that doesn't happen until the last 20 minutes of the movie. That Clarence doesn't make his appearance until like the hour 40 mark or something like that in a 2-hour, 10-minute film. And it's just about this man's life more. And it has this great message that just links up to something that has been on my mind lately, which is the difference between happiness and success, and happiness and wealth. It came up on Chris Gethard's podcast the other day, his Beautiful Anonymous podcast, which everyone should check out. Check out the Chris Gethard Show. Season 2 just started. I think they're taping, as of recording, they're taping episode 2 tonight. Unfortunately, I will not be able to watch for the second week in a row because I poorly planned my time. But all aside, like he talked about that difference between wealth and success on his podcast, and the Cracked podcast I talked about the other day about class. I think it came up in there too, and a little bit in Hoop Dreams and in Ikiru, and it's just been eating at me that, like, because I worry about my own finances a lot, living 2,000 miles away, 3,000 miles away from my family and my safety net, so to speak. I'm working a minimum wage job and a pseudo freelance job, and Cody's working a minimum wage job and a pseudo freelance job, and we're making rent. We're doing it. It's a struggle some months, but we're doing it. We're paying our bills on time, I always worry, like, if something happens to my car or if Cody gets sick or something like that, like what's gonna happen? But like with this movie and with stuff like Akira and stuff, it's not about the money. If something happens with money, we'll manage, because I feel like we're good people. We try. I feel like we have friends that would be willing to support us if we need to, and that I shouldn't worry as much about money and find happiness in the family that I'm building. As of now, it's a fiance and 2 cats. But in the future, it may be more. Like if Cody goes to the animal shelter and brings home more cats, which is the most likely scenario. Yeah. Sorry, she's out of town this week, and I'm just like, I didn't realize how much I enjoy having her around until she's not here. So it's like, oh gosh, I'm falling apart at the seams, and it's only been 2 days. You're gonna watch me, if you watch these every day between now and Wednesday, you're going to watch me just slowly deteriorate as a human being into a caveman that doesn't shower or eat. But wrapping that around, It's a Wonderful Life. That's what I'm talking about, this movie, and how I wrote it off as like schlock and sat down and watched it, and I was laughing out loud at points. Just little bits like when, towards the beginning when grown-up Violet walks by and you see, oh man, why is James Stewart's character's name escaping me? George Bailey. George and the cop, who's either Bert or Ernie, which I think is hysterical that the cop and the cabbie are Bert and Ernie. Bert's the cop. They just stand up slowly from behind Ernie's cab and watch her walk away, and some other guy almost gets hit by a car watching her. It's just that I laughed out loud at that scene. And then like a lot of this is because of Stewart's portrayal of George Bailey. He is so charming and so full of life. Even when he's at his lowest, he's so there, and it's so entertaining to watch. But like, even though like I'm laughing out loud at points towards the end when he feels like all is lost and he just hugs his son, I was on the verge of tears. And then of course the very end as well, like, because it's a sappy happy ending, but it hits, and there's a reason why families sit down and watch this every year. It is a very well crafted movie. It has these great highs and these like devastating lows, and this such a satisfying conclusion. I don't really need to talk about plot. I'm sure you've seen this movie 6, 7, 12 times, and I hope to in the future. This is one I want to put up there with Die Hard and Just Friends on my Christmas watch list, because it's that well put together. And I really enjoyed it, and I think it's exactly what I needed today. Okay. Tonight, right? Yeah, tonight. Tonight is NXT TakeOver Dallas. I'll be live streaming that. I think the show actually starts at 7. The other day I think I said it starts at 5. 7 Pacific, 10 Eastern, not 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern. So I'll be live streaming that. And tomorrow I'll talk about that a little bit more, just my overall thoughts on the event. But you can get those live if you join me on that live stream tonight. Like, share, and subscribe, please. And leave a comment below with another sappy Christmas movie that I should watch that I haven't seen before. Until tomorrow. Bye.